All right, hello everybody. I'm back. It is day 13 and a half, almost 14. Midnight makes it 14. It's almost been 2 weeks. And I am currently on a hike, as you can see. I'm in the middle of the forest. And what better time to record this video for you guys and do an update. Once again, I've just been filled with a lot of ups and downs. Unfortunately, the last 2 days has been more downs than ups, but I am noticing the mental clarity improving, which is very nice. And, you know, it's a good thing that I'm actually feeling my emotions now instead of just letting them or pushing them to the side through marijuana usage. I would say that it's a lot healthier, even if it makes me feel kind of shitty at times. For example, yesterday, I made the unfortunate mistake of scrolling back through some texts with me and my dad who passed away from cancer in 2021. And it brought me back to a really dark place. I was trying to find some innocent text that, like, I just didn't even consider the idea that what I would be seeing would trigger me again. But it did. And it wasn't great. But, you know, instead of just smoking weed and drowning my thoughts away, I dealt with it, you know? It doesn't feel good to be sad. It doesn't feel good to get a flare-up of negative emotions. But I think all emotions are valid, you know? I think that if you're not feeling your emotions, if you're not letting yourself be sad, be happy, be angry, be whatever the fuck, then are you really living? I don't know. I'm gonna go with a no. And I wanna live. But yeah, things are swimming along. Can't believe it's almost been 2 weeks, but it's been a hell of a 2 weeks, you know? Sorry if I sound out of breath, it's because I'm walking up a fucking mountain. But yeah, I'm dealing with a lot of anger still, which is just really frustrating because I'm having to remind myself that some of the feelings I'm feeling are more extreme or amplified than it might normally be because I am adjusting to a new mindset, and I need to make sure I don't react out of anger to things, or at least think things through before I do anything. Yesterday I woke up just incredibly pissed off at my job situation. Honestly, like, I was on the verge of just sending in my 2-week notice and just saying fuck it. Because there's a lot of things about that job that makes me fucking angry. But that wouldn't have been good, so I thought it through and I didn't do anything. I mean, for one, it's never a good idea to quit a job before you have a new one in line. And I don't. My motivation is slowly returning and I've applied to a few jobs, but I need to get further into that and actually commit myself to something. Put more effort into things, which has been a little difficult while my mind's been preoccupied with quitting weed. Wow, I'm tired. I'm gonna take a breath here, but yeah, it's been a mind fuck. I did something really good yesterday. I'm out with friends here. I'm in the wood with friends at a cabin. One of the guys we invited over sparked up a joint while we were watching a movie. He offers me it. And what I do? I said no. I said no, thank you. Everything in my mind was like, dude, you really want to take a hit off that. And the smell was fucking intoxicating. But I did what I always set out to do and practice self-control. And I am under the impression that it's honestly better for me to be exposed to people who smoke weed around me in order to better practice that self-control. And I don't know, I think that's what it's all about, self-control. This is the lesson that I'm learning these last 2 days. Control my anger, control my cravings and just let myself feel how I feel without shame or sadness. Okay, no, scratch that. Sadness is part of it. But I can't be sad that I feel sad or that I'm angry. I can't let that tear me down, because the reality of it is, this is just who I am. If I can't respect myself and my emotions, then am I really making progress, you know? And in my head, the answer is no. So I need to just let myself go through these intense emotions, go about it in a healthy way. If I'm feeling horrible, find good things to distract myself with, such as going on a hike right now, going climbing, watching movies, watching shows. Oh, the sun came out. Yeah, things will get better. I am just gonna keep telling myself that, because if I don't, what's the point, you know? I can't just manifest negative things. That's not how things work. If I want to succeed, I need to manifest positive outcomes. And I believe through constantly reminding yourself of the effort you're making, that you're at least trying, you know, it pays off. There are always going to be negative moments in life, and some of those negative moments may be more extended over time or amplified, but you have the option every fucking second of every day to try and do something to make yourself feel better. Like, I know how damn hard it can be to be trapped in a horrible depression, feel like everything's pointless, not want to leave bed. But, and again, okay, this is easier said than done. I do not want to demean the intense effects of depression at all, because I've gone through it harshly. But when you develop new coping mechanisms to handle that, you can have control, at least to some extent, over how you feel. I mean, depression doesn't just go away. But I feel like you are capable of doing things that, in one way or another, will make you, or at least your body, feel better. And I cannot stress this enough. Exercise saved my life. If I did not start exercising at the beginning of last year, I don't even want to think about where I'd be right now. I was in a very dark place, and my healthy distraction was climbing. And it took a while to be content with finding other things other than climbing, because I ran into this issue where I felt like if I wasn't climbing, I was feeling like shit. So I just wanted to go climbing all the time. But obviously that is not possible. My body will die. I'll break a limb. Something bad will happen. So I just had to figure out other things, like spending time with friends, hanging out with my animals. I don't know. I feel like there's so many things you can do in a day to at least try and make yourself feel better. It may not work. In fact, honestly, a lot of the time it didn't work for me. But I think persistence is the answer. I think that if you do not keep trying, or at least try and make a habit out of healthy distractions, healthy coping mechanisms, then you're not going to really make any progress. You can't just do something for a week and expect your life to be suddenly changed. You got to put in time and effort. And I understand it's not fucking easy. It's the furthest thing from easy. But life is not easy. Being depressed is not easy. Being anxious, being sad is probably one of the most difficult things. So, you know, just do things that aren't easy and try. That's my message to not only myself, but to others who want to better their lives. I've been seeing a lot of comments on my videos essentially saying, wow, good job, Daniel. I wish I could do this. And I don't know I don't feel like I'm better than anybody else. I feel like if I'm capable of taking small steps to improve my life, if I'm capable of quitting weed, so are you. You honestly have to be willing to torture yourself, which I know is not appealing. It's like, maybe I'm a little bit of a masochist that I'm willing to do this to myself. But my mindset is that I'm kind of just torturing myself more by doing nothing. It's just sort of a long built up torture rather than just ripping off the Band-Aid and dealing with the torture immediately. I don't know. Point being, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. I am not special. I'm just a dude, man. I'm just a guy. I feel like I just want everybody to be happy, and including myself, and at least like experience some sort of joy in life. And I hope that my videos can at least bring that spark to somebody to attempt to change. It's worth it. I'll keep repeating it. It is hard as fucking hell. One of the hardest things you will ever do, honestly. But I firmly believe that you're just investing in your future. And, you know, you can do it. I can do it. We're gonna do it. Join me. Let's do it. Holy fuck, I'm tired. I don't know how high I've climbed, but oh yeah, I'm not alone on this hike, by the way. You can see my people back there. This is my monologue time, and I'm just letting it happen. But yeah, here's my update. Things are kind of shitty, but sometimes things are not shitty. And when things are not shitty, it's nice. But when things are shitty, it's shitty. But over time, the shittiness will decrease. I firmly believe that. So here's to things not being shitty. I'm gonna pause this for now and see if I have anything more to say in a little bit. But yeah, if not, if I don't extend this at all, thank you for watching. Love you guys. Yeah. I lied. One last thing. I'm getting closer to the mindset that I don't ever want to smoke weed again. I haven't like set that in stone. But part of me is like, just as symbolism, what if I just like break my bong when I hit a month? That'd be cool. It'd be a little sad because that's my bong, that's my baby. But you know, if I don't have a bong to use, I can't smoke weed, right? I don't like smoking weed in other capacities, so it'll provide less incentive for me to use it as a treat. And there are other things in life I can use as a treat that are healthier and will make me feel better. Especially when I get a better job, I can just like treat myself in other neat little ways, like play some video games or buy myself a piece of clothing I've wanted or something. I don't know. I don't need to smoke weed and do a mind-altering substance to celebrate anything. Because as I experienced when I last tried quitting, it just gives me an excuse to do it again and again and again and again. So, fuck weed. Maybe in my next video I'll say it, but I'm not gonna say it yet, but I am almost ready to quit forever. For now, my goal is a month. We'll see what happens. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.